I don't know about you, but I could walk through life with a t-shirt. My wife could walk through life with a t-shirt, and virtually every couple I see in my office could walk through life with a t-shirt. Here's what the t-shirt says. I would be happy if only you would, dot, dot, dot. And I would. I would be happy if only you would, dot, dot, dot. But guess what? I've been married to Belinda for 40 years. Sometimes she dot, dot, does, and a lot of times she doesn't. As many of you know, RLT has been deeply influenced by 12-step. And one of the pillars of 12-step, particularly Al-Anon, the partners of addicts, a family of addicts, is what they call detachment from outcome. Detachment from outcome. It's also very Buddhist. What does that mean? What it means is the serenity prayer, which I always reverse. Give me the courage to change the things I can, the serenity to accept the things I can't, and the wisdom to know which is which. The courage to change the things I can't. Well, in a relationship, that means guess who? Me. That's all I've got. I'm my only instrument in this relationship. So give me the courage to try 350 new moves with Belinda to see if any of them can kick out something better. The serenity to accept that on this particular issue, a disagreement about how we raise the kids, an attitude toward this particular friend, negotiating closeness and distance, I ain't going to get it. And is that okay? So let me start actually with the bottom line. If you try to do everything you can and you ain't getting nowhere with your partner, they're not taking it in, they're not listening, your first stop is to learn new skills. You may be doing everything you can, but if you're using what you learned in your family growing up and what this culture teaches you, there are probably more skilled ways of trying to get more of what you want than what you're doing. What most of us do is complain about what we're not getting, criticize our partner, and share our feelings about how miserable they're making it. Those are not a very sophisticated strategy. So your first move is to say, okay, if I'm not getting through, maybe I can learn a better way of doing it. Just one example, not with harshness, but with love. You don't have to be harsh to be powerful. You don't have to be pissed off to be emphatic. I know you love me. I love you. This isn't working. I know that you would like it to work. Let's work together. So there are more skilled ways of trying to get through to them that you have to come to someone like me and there are others to learn. And they work better, but they may not work better for your particular partner. So, okay, step 2. I am golden. I am an archangel of relational skill, and the son of a gun still isn't listening. We need help. That's step 2. People say to me all the time, when do we need help? Well, you need help, folks, when you can't do it yourself. You got a kid and they can't tie their shoes, so you tie it for them. A couple of years later, they can tie their shoes. You need help when you can't do it yourself. If you have tried a gazillion skilled ways to get through to your partner and nothing you do is going to work, that is a kick out to get some help. And this is why I like RLT. Go to a therapist who's going to take your side, which most therapists won't. Be your ally. Lean into the son of a gun who's not listening and say, your partner's right. This is what they're trying to say to you. You're not listening. Why aren't you listening? Let's talk about this. Let me help you. So get help. Over and over again, I say to people, a 3-person system has resources that a 2-person system doesn't have. Over and over again, somebody said, well, why would they listen to you? I've been saying the same, well, I'm not married to them. They're not having sex with me. They don't have the same autonomy issues with me, and I'm skilled at it. But get help. And then the third step is, if everything you do doesn't get through about this particular issue, then you have to do what I call a relational reckoning. Should I stay or should I go? And there's a tool for that. I have a tool for everything. Relational reckoning is a question. And here's the question. Am I getting enough in this relationship? And that's also logistics, money, help. Am I getting enough in this relationship to make grieving what I'm not getting worth my while? Am I getting enough to make grieving what I'm not getting okay with me? And if the answer is no, it's not really okay, go back and fight, and maybe it's time to pull the plug. Own it and have courage and do something about it. But if the answer is yes, my last boyfriend had a beautiful singing voice. I'm a musician. We sang together for hours. My new boyfriend sings in what we like to call the key of be quiet. I'll never have that beautiful experience of singing with my new boyfriend. It pains me. What do you do with the pain of what you don't get? Feel the pain and embrace what you do get. Remember, this is painful. This is my partner's imperfection. Man, it's hard to digest. Man, it sticks in the crawl. I'm going to try again to see if I can get him the singing lessons maybe next year. But for now, I'm not getting it. And what I do get is more than enough. I will grieve what I'm not getting and embrace what I am and not walk around this planet like a big, angry, resentful victim. Don't stay focused on what you don't have. This is a huge, both psychological and spiritual tip. Stop being hyper-focused on what you don't have and start celebrating what you do have. You'll be a happier human being, and you'll motivate your partner and other relationships as well. Positive works better than negative. But you can only do that if what you have really is worth it. For example, if you're in a relationship where nothing ever gets corrected, where you never have a voice, well, that's too much. But let's assume it tips to, oh God, this is imperfect, but good enough. What happens? Detachment from outcome means this: as you learn these skills, how to handle yourself relationally, the focus is you and your skills, your game. And detachment from outcome is big picture, but it's also at the micro level. You're mad, I'm going to try this new skill of repair. God willing, all goes well. It works. Fabulous. Good day for you, good day for me, good day for us. Thursday, 3 o'clock. You're mad. I use my new beautiful skills of repair. You ain't having none of it. You are stuck in your immature part. We call it the adaptive child. You're walled off. No receptivity. You're mad. You're staying mad, and that's that. Not a good day for your partner. Mixed day for you. Mixed day for the relationship. But here's what we call it: relational integrity. This relationship is not here to gratify me. This relationship is here as the crucible in which I get to grow with you and love and be loved, imperfect as it is. And sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. Everybody asks me this: well, what if I'm in my mature, we call it wise adult, and my partner's stuck in an immature adaptive child? And I'm trying, but hey, here's the deal. If your partner's stuck in their adaptive child and you're centered in your mature self and you try 3 times to help them, they ain't having none of it, and you walk away nicely. You don't jump in the mud pit with them the way you used to. Okay, I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'll talk to you later. Bad day for them. Mixed day for the relationship. A great day for you. We don't learn these skills because they always kick out the gratifying result we want. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's our best shot. We use these skills for our own growth and maturity. Thank you, I say to Belinda, for offering me this opportunity to work on myself. Marriage. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you stay seated even when they're not, that is a necessary and powerful muscle that can be built. What most of us do is every time our partner loses their maturity, connection, responsibility goes into their adaptive child, we go right in after them. Here's what we have to tolerate: disappointment And let's not be shy about how big that is. I like to say moving into maturity often means moving into a little loneliness. If I'm in my wise adult and I'm ready to connect to Belinda, she's stuck in her fighting adaptive child. She's having none of it. I try a couple, 3 times, ain't going nowhere. And I tiptoe backwards and leave her be. That's what I call micro disappointment. This Thursday at 3 o'clock, she's not available. I feel abandoned. I deal with it. I'm okay. Bad Thursday. I don't jump from the micro disappointment into she always, we're never, big victim, it's awful, Chicken Little. No. This Thursday, 3 o'clock, I'm lonely for an hour or two. Come back. Hey, hon, would you like some tea? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's okay, hon. Repair. Micro disappointment are manageable if you keep them micro, tolerate them, digest them, and don't use them as the springboard for your escalation or hopeless pursuit. When you're mature and your partner isn't, dig down deep. That's not pleasant, but it's a great growth opportunity for you, and one that is necessary in a long-term relationship. I like to say, in intimate relationships, everybody gets to go crazy, but you have to take turns. One of you needs to hold the fort. If you've found this helpful, subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more where this came from. Be well.